It's Wales 0, Germany 0. Wales may be relegated, but they'll remember this result for a long time.
I want to be judged on this team's performances, and we truly believe that we should be at European Championships. We will be a team who are brave, and we will get better, and we will stick together doing that.
Well, some breaking news. Gemma Granger has stepped down. She'll become the head coach of the former world and European champions, Norway.
It wasn't a decision that I took lightly. It was very clear to me, with the ambition that I have, that this was going to be a very, very good fit for me.
I didn't see it coming, that's for sure.
Normally you might hear whispers of it, but it kind of came out of nowhere.
It's interesting where Wales go from here now. The FAW have got a job on their hands in terms of who they appoint next.
And the FAW have now appointed their new manager. Last night, confirmation that Rhian Wilkinson, former Canadian international, will join on a 3-year deal. But before that new era starts, some familiar faces take the reins tonight for this friendly against the Republic of Ireland. So much history steeped in this fixture. Just over 50 years ago, these two sides went head-to-head in what was the first ever women's international for both countries. So, kick-off in Dublin tonight in just around 10 minutes' time. It is indeed a very good evening to you. It's been a while, hasn't it? And a lot has changed since that historic draw against Germany in December. The gaffer, Gemma Granger, gone, and in comes Rhian Wilkinson. So, only one place to start with our guests this evening, former Wales international Katie Sherwood and Wales midfielder Hannah Kane, who has just discovered that this programme is live this evening. Don't you worry, we're going to hold your hand. It's more fun like this, honestly, don't panic. Right then, Katie, let's start with you. 24 hours to digest this news. What do you make of it all, this manager?
I think it's a really exciting appointment, a real ambitious appointment from the FAW, a statement of intent. This is a player with a wealth of experience, also as a manager as well. You know, 183 caps for Canada, inducted in the Canadian Hall of Fame. She's won bronze medals at the Olympics. Also made that transition then to become a coach, become a manager. Assistant at Great Britain at the Olympics, and also had great success in one of the toughest leagues in the world with Portland Thorns. So I think this is a fantastic appointment, really exciting. Hearing Katie rattle off that CV as somebody who's about to play with her, hopefully, you must be pretty excited.
Yeah, I mean, I can't not be. What a CV that is. She's still so young as well, so as a manager and as a player to achieve the things that she's achieved already just speaks volumes of the person that she is and the character that we're about to have within the setup, and I'm so excited to work with her. And we can claim her as Welsh as well, because her mother is Welsh and also she lived in Wales for 18 months, so we are claiming her as well. She, of course, comes in for Gemma Granger, who's gone to Norway. She had a good start to her term there, 3-0 win. But I guess for Rhian now, it will be building on what Gemma Granger started. Yeah, definitely. It's about how we can make that next step. You know, we've talked about it for such a long time now. The end goal is to qualify for a major tournament. And Gemma Granger, she definitely left this team in a better place than what it was when she picked them up. But it's now about producing these consistent performances where we can compete against these top nations. Because we are desperate, as you say, to get to a major tournament. And the next campaign starts very soon. In April, we find out in March who Wales will play. How important was it to get a manager in place before that campaign started? Yeah, it was crucial for us, and we needed someone that can come in quick and implement the formations and the style of play that Rhian wants to do. And yeah, to get that sorted so soon, credit to the FAW for sorting it, and it's such an exciting time, and what better way to get started than ASAP. ASAP indeed, and this is the final game before that qualifying campaign starts. So with that in mind, Katie, what would you like to see this evening? I think we have to learn from the lessons from a really tough campaign in the Nations League. You know, we played against some real top opponents, so use those disappointments and those lessons, and let's move forward and be better than we were last time. We know defensively we've gone away what we've been really good at. So tonight, can we be more compact, more organised, and can we create more opportunities in front of goal? I wonder, we're about to find out. But before then, just to let you know, half-time we will have an exclusive with Rhian Wilkinson, the new Wales manager. But in charge this evening, well, John Gray, somebody who's been part of the Wales setup for about a year now, and he's been talking to our reporter out in Dublin, Helen Anna.
John, talk us through your starting 11 for this one and how your preparation's been.
Yeah, really good. You know, the girls have been brilliant this week, as I said yesterday. You know, they've done well, and everyone's put their hand up to play in this game. You know, so after our last game against Germany in Nations League, you know, they've done ever so well. So we've made one change to that team tonight. That just a tactical tweak. So yeah, they've all performed really well on training pitch this week. So we've worked on a few new things, and hopefully it'll be evident on the pitch.
And what are you expecting from Republic of Ireland? Then they had a good game out on Friday night in Italy. What are you expecting from them? Yeah,
it'll be a tough game. They're always physical, and they've qualified for the last World Cup. So they're a fantastic side. They've got promoted last year. So expecting a real tough game tonight. But we've prepared for it, we're ready for it, and hopefully that we'll be able to impose our style on the game. And how much of an honour for yourself is it going to be to manage this side tonight in front of nearly a sellout Tallaght Stadium? Yeah, fantastic. It's a real honour and a privilege to be able to lead the side tonight. And it's a real proud moment for myself and my family. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the game now to get going. Thanks for your time. Good luck. Thank you. Diolch yn fawr.
Oh, he seems excited, doesn't he? A proud moment, as he said. And I'm sure, having been part of Gemma Granger's team, that he will follow the same philosophy this evening, one would expect?
Yeah, and I think it's really important that the team have that continuity with someone who's been there in the previous campaign. And he's just going to be looking to build on and get that confidence and momentum back going into this next part of stages of qualifying for major tournament.
And it's just the one change to the team. Hayley Ladd comes in. We think there's a change of formation. We're trying to guess here in studio. A 3-5-2 possibly.
We think so, yeah. I think it won't change too much from the game against Germany, and we did so well against them defensively, so it'll be really exciting this evening. But yeah, we're thinking it's a 3-5-2.
One other exciting development, he has brought 5 new players into this squad. One would assume that maybe we won't see them all on the pitch this evening, but that they are there to get the experience of that senior camp.
Yeah, it's so refreshing to see, 5 uncapped players be involved in this camp. And like you said, having that opportunity, they've come through the pathway, they've come through the age groups, and credit to them and their coaches. It's an opportunity for them to showcase what they're about in training, and this is invaluable experience because these are the players that we're going to need going forward. And also for other young girls who are in the pathway, this is what dreams are about for them, to see these players getting these opportunities.
Do you remember your first camp, Hannah?
Oh, yeah, I do. Feels like yesterday.
I'm sure it does. And these new players, they're going to be with now Angharad James and Lily Woodham, who have now moved to America over the last few months, a development during the transfer window. A word about those moves.
An amazing opportunity for both of them to play in a league, which I personally think is one of the best leagues in the world. And for Lily, for someone who's so young, to have that opportunity. She's still developing her game. She's really established herself at Reading, a championship team. But to go now to play against such quality opposition and learn in that environment with a fantastic manager as well, what an opportunity for both of them.
And I guess when you come back from a different club, when you come back from a different continent, you bring different experiences, don't you, with you back to the Wales squad. And you know those 2 girls very well, of course.
Yeah.
And you know that they are very excited about these moves.
Oh, so excited. Haz has obviously already had a previous stint out in America, and I know that she loved it. So for her to get the opportunity to go back and play with girls that she already knows is going to be great for her, and she brings such a wealth of experience already, and she's still so young. So to have that, and she'll just get more and more, especially playing with Jess again out there, it's good for us too, so they get that connection still. And yeah, Lils is still so young to have such an amazing opportunity. And again, to play with Jess and Haz there, hopefully she's probably already settled right in because this is just the character she is. But yeah, it's amazing for them both.
And another one who's very excited about this evening, Helen Ward, Wales's top goal scorer, because she is part of the coaching team this evening. What an opportunity for her now.
Yeah, Hels is such a great person, and she's been around such a long time. To think she was playing when I was still playing, 10, 15 years ago. So for her to make that transition now into the coaching world, she's done her badges. She's such a great person to have around, that experience, that person you can go to. So I'm sure she's really enjoying this moment, and a proud moment for her family as well.
Yeah, former Newport County boss James Rowbury also part of the comms, and I know you'll be very gutted, I'm sure, Hannah, that you are not part of it this evening. We'll talk about that a bit later, because as you can see, The two teams, well, they are coming out. They are ready to go in Dublin. So let's join our commentary team this evening. Former Wales defender Nia Jones and Mark Poyser. Good evening, both.
Good evening. After a turbulent first 2 months of 2024, the road to Euro 2025 starts here for Wales. A new manager watching in the stands in Dublin, the opponents of the Republic of Ireland, who are in fine form under a new boss of their own. The Tallaght Stadium, home of Shamrock Rovers in Dublin, is the setting. So much change, but this is the bit that always stays the same. Ireland and Wales resume their rivalry again. Two Celtic nations who are swapping places in the Nations League for the next qualifying campaign. Wales having been winless in their departure from League A. Ireland 6 wins out of 6 to storm to promotion. They make 2 changes, the hosts, from their goalless draw with Italy on Friday. Liverpool's Leanne Kiernan comes into midfield and striker Amber Barrett starts up front. Captain Katie McCabe of Arsenal has previously scored twice against Wales in 2016 and 2017. Ireland are 8 games unbeaten. Wales have not won since April of last year. On paper, 2 teams in different directions. Interim boss John Gray has made 1 Wales change from their last match, a goalless draw with Germany in Swansea in December. Hayley Ladd returns in defence in place of Charlie Escort. Rhiannon Roberts shifts back to the right-hand side, and Elise Hughes keeps her place up front, having scored 14 goals in the championship this season for Crystal Palace. Katie McCabe, the Irish captain, Sophie Ingle, of course, for Wales. Ireland have trodden the path to a major tournament. Wales hope to emulate them eventually. And I wonder, Nia Jones, could this be the start of a journey to do just that?
Yeah, hopefully, and how wonderful that actually it was just over 50 years ago, as Katrin mentioned, that actually was the first ever international ever held by women's sides for Ireland and for Wales, and absolutely it feels like a brand new chapter is opening for Wales, hopefully a really exciting one under Wilkinson's management.
The last meeting, a 1-0 Irish win at the Pinatar Cup 2 years ago. The women in red in their change kit tonight. That is the Irish manager, Eileen Gleeson, now in permanent charge. Having previously said she didn't want the job, she's had her arm twisted. Wales's new manager watching on in the stands. And another opportunity for Olivia Clarke in goal, starting for the 11th international in a row. A new era for Wales begins on the Emerald Isle, a journey that Rhian Wilkinson hopes will take her and her new team all the way to the land of the Alps next year and that elusive first ever major tournament. Ireland have a throw. And what is a sizable crowd in Tallaght in the south of Dublin.
Yeah, absolutely. Really exciting World Cup campaign for this Irish side. Almost captured the hearts of the Irish public.
They've been on a phenomenal run. Hayley Ladd has some work to do here. And Ireland get themselves up the pitch inside the first minute. It'll be Heather Payne of Everton with a throw. She gets the ball back. Payne again. Wales have plenty of bodies back as they try and get back to keeping clean sheets. It was their mantra for so long. But they did succumb in the Nations League to some top quality opposition. And that's a rarity, a mistake from Jess Fishlow.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a miscue a clearance before, but still does the job defensively as always. But some really good ground made already by Ireland.
Wales penned in early, but there's the flag. Heather Payne looks mystified. And Wales will have the chance to get up the field. They've gone short, in fact. High risk, high reward.
Yeah, interesting approach already. We heard John Gray before kick-off say he'd like to see some of the small things they've been working on in camp maybe implemented. Maybe possession football out from the back is one of those things. Just a miscued pass from Hayley Ladd, which again is a rare occurrence.
Always looks great when it comes off. And Ireland are quickly back in possession. This ground holds just over 10,000, the home of Shamrock Rovers on the south of Dublin. And it's been the home for a number of memorable Irish wins in the league, Nations League campaign. Here come Wales into the penalty area. Hughes, touch just wasn't quite on the money. And Ireland are sweeping upfield. Josie Green in the challenge to deny Kiernan.
Yeah, excellent challenge from Josie Green. She'll be excited to get the nod again tonight. Has been playing well in the heart of defence for her club, Leicester City. It's actually excellent play in the build-up here from Wales. I'd love to see Elise Hughes just turn and see if she can get a shot off there. Tries to be unselfish.
Big opportunity for Elise Hughes tonight. And she's almost got the ball back there from the girls in green. Had to wait so long for a chance under Gemma Granger. Rhian Wilkinson watching in the stands tonight. She'll be straight into the thick of the action. The draw for those Euro qualifiers is a week today.
Yeah, really exciting, and then doesn't kick off till April, I think, but not an awful lot of time for Wilkinson to really stamp her style on the girls. Obviously, it's a totally different ball game when you've been a senior coach for a club team. You work with the players every day, all day. It's very different when you're an international manager. You've really got to trust the environments that they're in.
5.5 weeks to the start of that qualifying campaign for anyone who is counting. More Irish possession in these opening moments in Dublin. As Josie Green gets the interception. This is Roberts down the line. Hughes will hold up and wins the throw, but not by design.
No, she does well. It's good that she's shown variety to a game already. Picked up a position out there running the channel as an outlet for her team. But it's funny you say she has been extremely patient in the side, Elise Hughes, waiting for an opportunity. I would have thought, though, she's one of the first names on the team sheet for John Gray and Helen Ward ahead of this one. 14 goals in the championship.
And her first international goal in the last camp at the end of last year, admittedly in vain, against Iceland. Here's Roberts. Hughes once more. Rowe. Suspicion of offside, but the flag never came. And it's a scramble inside that penalty area. And it ends with a wild swing of the ball from Rachel Rowe. All the Irish arms went up, the flag stayed down.
I do think she did really well here, Roberts, to just jink her run and get herself back on side. Ball comes across. Woodham, I don't think, is really expecting it to make its way there. It'd be great if she could get a really dynamic run across the front, but positive from Wales.
Definitely their best moment so far. Ireland clear. It's kept in by Woodham. First chance for Fishlock in the opponent's half. And Wales win another throw up towards the penalty area. Ingle to Hughes, Fishlock. The flag has stayed down and it needed the head behind. Hughes was lurking.
Oh, it's a wonderful passage of play again, isn't it? It comes from the high press, actually, which hopefully is something we can hope stays under Wilkinson's era. But what a lovely flick this is from Hughes. She's been heavily involved already in the first 5 minutes. Fortunately, Fishlock's chip can't quite clear the first defender.
Rachel Rowe was careering in as well. First corner of the game. Drilled. And the header towards the back post, almost scrambled in, still might be, and is from Jess Fishlock. Wales take the lead inside 8 minutes in Dublin, and of course, who else? Jess Fishlock.
Wow, what a start for Wales, and what a start for John Gray, who said how proud he is to be leading the girls out just for this game. They're queuing up in the end, aren't they? It's goal number 35, I believe, for Jessica Fishlock. Helen Ward in the dugout will be nervous that she's closing in on her record. Ricochets, they're all at 6s and 7s in here, but right place, right time, that's a skill in itself from Jessica Fishlock.
Well, this was not in the form book. Hayley Ladd to Jess Fishlock. Ireland 0, Wales 1. And you can see just what it means to both the interim coach and the superstar who's just put the ball in the back of the net. A remarkable start in Dublin.
Yeah, you could argue it was shaky in the first couple of minutes, but actually they've shell-shocked Ireland here on their own home turf.
They're looking for an immediate response. Or the hosts, it's a high tester for Clark, who elects to punch. Fishlock is there for Wales.
Yeah, it was a difficult one to claim that for Clark. I think Woodham was right in front of her, wasn't sure she could get two-handed catch. It's an excellent run down the channel again from Rowe, who's full of energy.
Looks for Hughes with the cross, needs the defender to slide in. Another Wales corner. John Gray must be over the moon with what his team have been able to achieve in the opening 9 minutes.
Absolutely. Gleeson the Irish coach, spoke before the game about how threatening Wales are when they're in transition, lightning quick when they're at their best, and that's exactly what they've shown this first 9 minutes.
Plenty forward for Wales, as you can see. There's the goal scorer, sensing there might be more. Floated in, Hughes' header over the crossbar, but space at the near post for Elise Hughes.
No, you're a brave player if you're leaving that striker there unmarked. It's good movement to lose her marker, but just gets too much contact on it, Hughes. She really has had a bright start to this match.
Well, a penny for the thoughts right now of Rhian Wilkinson. Watching in that stand, you can see behind those two dugouts.
Oh, she'll be absolutely buzzing, I'm sure, to get her teeth stuck into this. I think it's a really exciting opportunity for all of those girls who are actually in white tonight also to put their hand up. They'll know she's in the crowd, they'll know she's watching on, they'll really want to stamp their authority and put their hand up for a shirt once she does come in.
This is their first and only game this year before those qualifiers. As Payne leads the Irish charge here, but she's just engulfed by those white shirts. And Hughes holds the ball up. Fischlop eventually, between her and her teammates, gets the ball back to the goalkeeper. And it's untidy from both teams at the moment.
It is, but you can definitely see what Wales are trying to achieve. They get back in really, really good numbers and really trying to utilise Elise Hughes as that number 9 as a player to bounce off and build others into the game. They've lost it again here, Wales.
Important head there by Roberts, just to take it out to the far side. It's Kiernan of Liverpool who just runs out of road.
Yeah, it's a big boost for Ireland having Kiernan back in the side. Liverpool wide player, she's been out with injury for a while, really exciting young 24-year-old, but Josie Green did well to shepherd her out of play there.
Actually made her Irish debut against Wales in 2016, Leanne Kiernan. And this is Rhiannon Roberts with the throw. A little untidy. Kiernan gets back in, Rowe in the thick of the challenge. And Wales do get it away. But this will have been a shock to the Republic. They swept all before them in the autumn. 6 wins out of 6 in Nations League B. Fresh off the back of a first ever World Cup appearance, although they were eliminated in the group stage. But they have been where Wales are desperate to go, to a major tournament. Evans has some work to do here. Clark, one of the best of passes back to her, the Wales goalkeeper. And it's an Irish throw, which Payne of Everton will take. 9 of this Irish starting 11 play their club football in England. None of them play in Ireland. Barrett loses the ball. Better pass this time for Clark, but as we've seen in the early going, Wales trying to play their way out from the back.
Yeah, and I think Olivia Clark made me nervous there, but that's why I don't play in goal. But actually, that's one thing she really does bring to the goalkeeping craft here, since she's got that number 1 shirt, if you like, is her calmness and her composure on the ball. And if that is something that they want to establish as part of their DNA, they want to be a team that plays out from the back. She does suit that style.
There's good space for Kiernan. And that left across, though, is way past everyone onto the roof of the net. But a lot of Ireland's danger coming from that left side.
Yeah, it will do, not just with Kiernan, as we've mentioned, but Captain Katie McCabe. You can hear the crowd so excited whenever she gets anywhere near the ball. Massive, massive player for Ireland and for Arsenal.
She's second on their all-time scoring list, Katie McCabe. This is Jess Zhu of West Ham United. Gemma Evans with an excellent interception. And then gets away with a rather poor pass out. Wouldn't stick at the feet of Stapleton. Wales are sticking to this style of play. It's brought them a 1-0 lead in Dublin. And Ireland have not created anything clear-cut as yet. Wales happy to keep possession.
Yeah, there's a brilliant pace to the way they're playing already, Wales. Really minimising their touches, moving the ball quickly. Yes, they've lost it on a couple of occasions, but just need to appreciate this group. Haven't played together since December.
Ireland just start to move it around. Rachel Rowe comes from nowhere to get the touch in. Here's Captain McCabe. It's off Roberts for Ireland's first corner.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a brilliant friendly already, isn't it? I know it's not everybody's favourite thing to watch a lot of the time, which is why the Nations League has been such a welcomed event, but actually this is totally end-to-end, plenty of things to play for from a Welsh perspective, as we know.
Nations League has added that jeopardy with it, the knock-on effects for qualifying, which both of these teams have seen. Ireland going up to League A and Wales dropping down to League B. It's Wales with the edge so far. There's a chance and a scramble, and it might be poked in. What a save from Clark! Point-blank range to keep Ireland out. Still the danger not away. Connolly's. The cross will eventually come in. Rowe gets in the way. And Connolly's going to try and let that go for a corner before Fishlock toes it out for a throw. But what a piece of goalkeeping here.
Oh, she looks breathless, and I'm absolutely breathless. There's a block to start with, but that save there from Barrett, wow. Instinctive but strong from Clark.
First time that Wales have been really on the back foot. And Olivia Clark to the rescue. She might be busy again in just a moment. Falling over each other at times here. Into the near post. Ladd gets the touch in away. Roberts is down off the ball. Wales will come on the break with Jess Fishlock up to halfway. Hughes has Ingle in support. Ingle tries to chip the keeper and almost gets it on the money.
My word, it's like watching, what's that throwback show on Premier League years? This is what it feels like, so end-to-end, so open, both teams going from it. And it's brilliant awareness again, the reverse ball from Hughes. Ingle with the cheeky chip, I can see what she's trying to do, just doesn't quite get the execution. Probably trying to go across the goal there, but oh, what a start to this match. It's poor defending to begin with, the attempt from Hayes at the back post, but it's great numbers back for Wales, and they managed to get some bodies on the line. Really clearance again from Olivia Clark.
Rock and roll football there. And Olivia Clark having a bit of a breather. Everyone getting the fluids on board. And this has been played like anything other than a friendly. And it's Eileen Gleeson with work to do. John Gray, well, whatever the plan was, it's worked like a charm. There's James Rowbury just covering his face up, the former Newport County manager. And there is the goal scorer, Jess Fishlock. Whether they've caught Ireland by surprise or not, as Roberts is having treatment there just on the corner of the penalty area.
Yeah, as you say, it's been played at an emphatic pace so far. It's probably a welcome break with Rhiannon Roberts going down. Hopefully she's okay to continue, but I think this is why so many Welsh fans are excited when they see this team set up in a 3-5-2 or a back five when they need to. They just look so much more solid, and like Katie Sherwood said in studio beforehand, they kind of lost that a little bit in the Nations League. team was so used to leaking few goals and doing the basics really, really well defensively. In the end of some pretty heavy defeats, but so far has been terrific strength in numbers whenever they've had to undertake any defensive duties, and great energy in attack when they've won the ball back too.
What you would say about that Nations League campaign, never in their history have they played so many matches in succession against those top teams. As John Gray looks back to his coaching staff, you may have seen Helen Ward on the bench as well, Wales's all-time leading scorer, and there is the new manager in waiting, Rhian Wilkinson. Only appointed yesterday, but I wonder what she's made of the opening 20 minutes.
There's David Adams next to her trying to teach her everybody's name, I think, with the team sheet in his hand.
Well, she'll certainly know who Jess Fishlock is. Her goal has given Wales this 1-0 lead in Dublin. Ireland are not used to being behind in recent history. Josie Green has work to do, that's not going to carry. She's charged down by Kiernan. And there's a late one there as well. Wales get the free kick.
Yeah, she managed to get to the ball first, little toe poke, and she is caught. Totally unintentional by Kiernan, but it's a painful one on the shin.
Wales haven't won in 8 matches, which is their worst run of results since going 11 without victory in the late 2000s. This may only be a friendly, but John Gray and co would love to stop that rot, if you like. It's a throw on halfway.
Yeah, and it's important to put into context the level of opposition both these sides have faced. There's a massive difference in the level of opponent between League A and League B, and Granger, when she was in post, was saying I'd much rather be in League A and have some really harsh lessons and keep cruising in League B, if you like. But like the girls in the studio said again, the main thing is that we now show that improvement and show that learning.
There's Fishlock again, and Woodham with half a chance, and what a strike from Lily Woodham! Outside of the boot, into the top corner. John Gray can hardly contain his emotions. A dream start to life after Gemma Granger for Wales. They lead 2-0.
Well, what a finish from the left back, Woodham. She'll be buzzing because she's just signed. Got a dream move for OL Reign, her fellow teammate Fishlock already on the score sheet, but this girl has got one wand of a left foot, let me tell you. And when it falls to her here, unmarked at the back post, oh, doesn't she slice across it really well. It's rising, it's a really, really difficult skill. But she gets just about enough on it for it to nestle into that top near corner. Isn't she happy with that?
Her first goal since her debut, nearly 4 years ago. And this has been a remarkable first quarter to this game. Wales leading 2-0 at the midway point in the first half. Offside, and you can see the way they're swiping the ball away in frustration. Ireland were not expecting this. Eileen Gleeson was not expecting this.
Absolutely not. There's stark differences in the body language, isn't there? There's some really strong transatlantic links happening between Wales and the NWSL at the minute. Woodham, Fishlock and James all at OL Reign. And of course Wilkinson watching on. Took home the championship with Portland Thorns and she was there in 2022. They won't do far wrong if they're trying to emulate the American game here, Wales.
Fishlock and Hughes chase, and Hughes wins it. Deep cross towards the back post. Slightly behind Rowe. Her and Anghara James getting each other's way. Roberts with the strapping. Can only head it out for a goal kick. They are causing problems.
A bit of miscommunication in the air there, trying to get a flick on Rhiannon Roberts, but again, just really impressed with the speed of transition from Wales, how quickly they're managing to break when they do win the ball back.
Before tonight, Ireland had conceded 2 goals in their last 8 matches. 2 in the opening 24 minutes. And Wales lead by 2-0. And after the pain of the Nations League in the autumn, this is a welcome sight. They played some really good stuff. That's more great football. Hughes is onside, but hasn't quite got the pace to beat the keeper Brosnan to the ball. Littlejohn is dispossessed by Josie Green. And Ireland have got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, I think it's Rhiannon Roberts in the end penalised for a free kick there coming into the back, but again, they're just giving this Irish midfield absolutely no time on the ball, and that's what's silenced this Tala crowd.
McCabe. Kiernan. And Littlejohn says she's brought down, and the referee agrees. And straight away, the defenders, you can see, rushing forward. Ireland take it short. Katie McCabe of Arsenal swings it in. Header is towards goal, comfortably watched wide by Olivia Clark.
Yeah, small warning sign there for me. Katie McCabe, acres of space to pick a spot, and she too, like Woodham, her opposing left back, has got a magic left foot on her.
If you're just tuning into us here, you have missed an eventful 26 minutes. Rhiannon Wilkinson watching on will be overjoyed with what she's seen, and we will hear from the new Wales manager at half-time on the touchline in Tala. Jess Fishlock, and a wonderful goal by Lily Woodham. That's Courtney Brosnan. Saved a penalty in Ireland's World Cup playoff final victory. Fishlock intercepts, Rowe tries once, second time gets the ball to Fishlock. Fishlock has managed to wriggle away, still going into the box. And Wales will have to settle for a corner.
Well, that's terrific skill, isn't it, from Fishlock on the byline. Links up really well with Rowe on this left-hand side, and they're just playing with heaps of confidence at the minute here, Wales, not afraid to make mistakes. I think she gets aside a corner, yes she does.
His face might not say it. John Gray will be very, very happy. A hobbling Fishlock. And this is one from the training ground. 2 takers, plenty forward. Rowe leaves it to Woodham. Flick to the edge of the box. Back in by James. Hughes is in there. Can't quite get the purchase on it on the turn.
Yeah, it's well defended in the end. They could tell that Hughes was sniffing out any opportunity on the turn. I think it was McCabe had followed her all the way across.
Ireland find Kiernan. McCabe clears. Opposing work from Hayley Ladd, and there's a shove on Josie Green by Littlejohn. Wales get the ball moving quickly. Fishlock eventually reaches out. Here's Rachel Rowe, just half a chance to strike it. She's still going. Enough green shirts got in the way. Rachel Rowe is not afraid to have a strike on goal whenever she gets in the vicinity of the penalty area.
Yeah, they're making it so difficult for Ireland here. You see the Three centre-backs there, Evans, Ladd, Green as well. Almost like quarterbacks at the back there. Three brilliant ball players as well, but what it gives license for is for those wing-backs in Roberts and in Woodham to really, really push, add some width and some depth to Wales's play.
How many American sports references can Nia Jones get into one commentary? Here's Kiernan. Josie Green in a race. And I think she's prevented the corner. She wants a free kick. Well, Kiernan did have eyes on Green.
I think Josie Green, any lip sync experts could read her mouth then. How's that not a foul? And I have to say, I do agree. I think Kiernan recognised she wasn't winning that race and seemed to just dive across Green.
McCabe will take the throw. Gets it back from Littlejohn. Goes past Roberts. Ladd away, Ingle 2. Rachel Rowe making a nuisance of herself once more, but she's beaten to it. And Ireland coming forward with Zhu here. Barrett. Josie Green in the right place in the nick of time.
Really good cover again by Green. Had to make that challenge.
Fishlock on the outside of Connolly. Still going. He's done really well to get something there. Ingle. Wales keeping the ball well. Josie Green has gone down. No sooner had she hit the deck, back up on her feet. Here she is. They give it away. Here's Zhu. Woodham has to defend. A timely touch from Woodham there.
And that's the kind of thing that has got her that contract over in the States. I think she's just made about a 60-70 metre recovery run, Lily Woodham. She was the attacking outlet on the far side as a left wing back only 20 seconds ago, back making a recovery tackle. Fantastic energy levels.
Ireland with the chance to cross. They would love to halve the deficit before half-time. Barrett. Kane has kept it in. One past Woodham, left her in a crumpled heap. Fishlock hacks into the sky. It's untidy, but they get the job done. And there's the difference that Elise Hughes makes, holding the ball up. Rowe, Sells and Howard James short.
Yes, twice now from Rowe in the centre of the park, and it's looked pretty promising for Wales. But as you said, there was 9 outfield players back helping defend them. The only one as the outlet was this woman here, Elise Hughes. She's doing such a stellar job.
Like a battering ram at times in the first half. And Ireland have to regroup and start again. Wales shutting off all the gaps at the moment. And they're reducing them to that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're exactly right. And that takes huge levels of organisation, discipline, communication for your distances as a back four, as a back five, as a midfield three, to be bang on that there's no passing channels through.
Wales have impressed. Olivia Clark, who cleared that one, has made one fine save. And Jess Fishlock with a lovely turn there to draw the foul.
She won't thank me for this, but she's almost double the age of Stapleton there, and still so difficult to mark, Jess Fishlock. She's like an eel at times when she's running with the ball at her feet. Such a low centre of gravity, so strong.
37 last month, Jess Fishlock. You wonder how many more campaigns she has left in her to achieve the Holy Grail for her, the Holy Grail for Wales. But she has accomplished everything there is to do in football, with the exception of playing at a major tournament. And no one is more desperate to make that happen than the woman who started the scoring tonight. Leanne Roberts a little unhappy with something over there. It's an Ireland throw. So they go straight back to Wales. Hughes holds up. Ireland get the ball. Payne. And they cut the forward pass off. Ireland trying to find a way through with Zhu. Fishlock, oh, it ricochets off Ingle. It actually helped them out. Jess Fishlock is not going to be able to keep that one in.
No, unfortunate again, but good strength, holding up strength again from Elise Hughes, trying to bring her into play. What was really exciting as well was Sophie Ingle with the licence then to run off when the striker comes in short. She's in a position now, because of the back five, there's cover there, she can bomb on, she can be in more attacking positions, and she's more than capable of being threatening when she's in them as well.
And here she is again. Tumbled over. That one is threatening to go out of play, but it won't. And Barrett is going to try and profit from a stroke of luck. Here come Ireland to the edge of the box. Angharad James there to stop the Republic's attack.
Excellent experience, Angharad James. It's a jam-packed Welsh midfield full of caps there. Fishlock, James, Ingle. Almost 400 caps between them. And she's a player as well who does that thankless stuff really, really well. That ugly stuff, the combative stuff, winning the ball back, but so important.
It's not just that holy trinity in midfield. The majority of this group have been together for so long. With a sprinkling of some new stars, we're watching. Rhian Wilkinson will hope to take Wales over the line at last in the next 9-10 months. Ireland would love to score before half-time. Wales would love to go in with this 2-0 scoreline intact.
Actually, I think this is why I'm enjoying this duel so much, Mark, is, you know, it's been a while since these sides have played each other, both on the back of different Nations League campaigns, a World Cup that Wales had to watch on as fans on the television as Ireland went out there and enjoyed that experience. But actually, this is a real good sign of where both sides are at, because if you look at the team sheets before kickoff, you know, I might be being biased, but there's not an awful lot of players I would swap for another on an Irish side. So it's fascinating to me that, you know, probably if you went to the bookies, which we absolutely didn't, boys, and looked at who was odds on to win tonight, probably everybody would have said Ireland. You look at the world rankings, Ireland sitting at 24, Wales at 32, but I think this is a really good indication of maybe the work that went on under Granger's reign.
Ireland have only ever been higher than where they are in those rankings just once. Wales at 32, that's quite a low position for the standards that they've set under first Jane Ludlow and then Gemma Granger. But that Nations League campaign that we've talked about really was a tough thing to endure. But there's smiles back on the faces once again, thanks to this lead. Now Wooden is caught in possession by Payne. Well, that's a lovely bit of skill to get Wales out of a hole. Ingle's searching pass is for Woodham. Oh, and it just bounced away from her. As soon as it hit the deck, the chance was gone. But Wales are opening them up at times. Lily Woodham's goal, if you've missed it and joined us late, is really one to watch and savour. 6 minutes to half-time. Fishlock to Rowe. This is promising. Into Hughes. Chance for Wales. And not quite in the corner as Elise Hughes would have wanted. Allowed Brosnan to make the save.
Yeah, positive touch from Rowe. Really quick through ball. She does well to find a half a yard of space to get the shot off of Hughes, but she doesn't quite get the power or the direction on it she needs.
No one would have expected 2-0. 3-0 would have been beyond everyone's wildest dreams. Big crowd in Tala. And for the most part, they've been kept pretty quiet. Ireland pen back inside their own half. One long, which we've seen them do too many times in this first half. And Wales with this back three. Everyone getting a touch of the ball. Green goes home to Clark. And we've seen them do this in the first half, playing their way out from the back. They've lost it here. As soon as they do lose it, Rowe is leading the charge to try and get it back with the high press. Misplaced pass from Ireland, and Wales will look to spring forward. Fishlock desperately trying to stay onside, and she has. Jess Fishlock for Wales. May go herself. Reverse pass. And they've played one too many, and I think Rachel Rowe may well have been offside. The flag is up. It's an Ireland free kick.
Yeah, frustrating. It was promising again, and I think Fishlock's reverse ball was actually meant for Woodham. As Rachel Rowe almost intercepted it off her teammate, but again, the backline for Ireland is all over the place when they lose the ball. They just can't recover. There's plenty of space there in behind, and Wales so far are punishing them every single time.
There could yet be plenty more chances for this Wales team to score again. Hughes does ever so well to hold it up. Misplaced pass by both Fishlock and Ingle. There's a collector's item in the same 3 seconds.
Yeah, but like I say, because they're enjoying such positive periods of possession, it's really not the end of the world, and I think that's the main thing I've noticed difference in possession tonight is actually trying stuff, trying some creative stuff. We've got such brilliant ball players. I think at times we've looked almost afraid to get on it, afraid to try stuff, and frustrated when it doesn't come off, but it's almost like they just know that they'll get another opportunity around the corner.
Katie McCabe and co are on the back foot. The other side with work to do in Dublin. Wales controlling the ball. They're in control of the scoreboard. That one wriggles through. Rowe wasn't expecting it. Charges down and absolutely clatters in.
And she's apologised, so she must have known that she's caught her there. There's nothing wrong with the block. She got something on the ball.
Well, that's Rachel Rowe in a nutshell, isn't it? Competitive, fiercely so as well.
Oh, yes.
Although that was a little bit of an accident, but painful all the same.
That's a black toenail waiting to happen, that is. I don't know if you've ever had one, Mark, but I certainly haven't, of course.
That one looked like it hurt. See her hobbling about still, Caldwell. Play continues inside the final minute. And what has been a pretty perfect first half. It might get even better if Fishlock can make something out of this. Not quite. Ingle delays the counter-attack only momentarily. And Payne leads the charge. This is Zhu into the box. She's going to keep that in. She got the last touch. Lovely turn into the penalty area. Away by Ladd, and then a complete air shot by Kiernan. Wales living dangerously at the end of this first half. And Fishlock just takes the sting out of the situation. But that was nervy moments.
Oh, it was, and it's a fascinating battle going on down this right-hand side now. Zhu, really tricky winger for West Ham United against fellow youngster Lily Woodham.
Little shake of the head there you could see from Eileen Gleeson, the Republic manager. 6 wins out of 6 in interim charge. And as despite saying she wasn't interested in the job, she changed her mind, and I read this quote yesterday, during a torrential rain away to Albania in October, and she said, and I quote, "Who wouldn't want to be here?"
That's one way to do some soul searching, isn't it? Maybe I need to head there.
Evans wins it for Wales. There might be more chances, and had Fishlock got that one on to Hughes, there might have been. We're into stoppage time now. John Gray will be absolutely thrilled with what he's seen from his team, as will Rhian Wilkinson in the stands, who we'll hear from at half-time. Evans just dwelt on it way too long. Barrett pinches it. This would be the worst possible time to concede. Sliding in is Evans. And Ireland can't believe that's not a free kick. And Evans, who made the tackle, has stayed down. Ireland continue. Payne to the byline, cross into the box is headed away. Gemma Evans still on the floor, and the ball's out for a throw-in.
Well, I'm not sure how the referee hasn't stopped play there, because I do believe there's a little bit of contact between a boot and maybe a head here with Gemma Evans. I don't think she gets this challenge right whatsoever. Can't believe that hasn't been given as a free kick to Ireland, but she does cut one to the face with the follow-through, and play should have been stopped there. Player safety, you can see it's a pretty hefty contact with the knee on the head. So Wales will be relieved they haven't conceded from that moment, but even more relieved if Gemma Evans okay.
Well, normally for a head injury, the game has to stop wherever the ball is. Thankfully, Gemma Evans is okay. We may have a little bit more added time at the end of the allotted 3. Or maybe not. Well, a dream first half for John Gray and Wales. Jess Fishlock started it all off with a well-taken goal from close range before Lily Woodham with an absolute screamer. It has been refreshing, it has been joyous. It's Ireland 0, Wales 2.
Well, be under no illusion, this is tough opposition for Wales this evening, but they are enjoying themselves out there, aren't they? And I'm sure Rhian Wilkinson, the incoming new manager, will be pleased with what she's seen. I'm sure she will indeed, and we will be talking to her very soon, an exclusive for us here, the first interview with the incoming Wales manager. But let's talk about that first 45 minutes. You came into the studio, Hannah, and you said after that, oh, what a game. I really enjoyed that. I'm sure you wish you were out there playing with them.
Yeah, it's really exciting football. It's attacking, it's creative. We look a threat going forward, and yeah, as a forward, you want to be on the pitch when we're playing like that, definitely.
Yeah, there's a nice pace to Wales's play, isn't there?
Yeah, real intensity and tempo, but I think it's coming from that overload that we have in midfield, and I think the formation, the way we've set it, we know we have that cover at the back with the 3 centre-backs, and it's allowing players to push on, and I think we've been a constant threat.
There was an uncharacteristic mistake from Jess Fishlock early on, but we will forgive her because very soon afterwards, a goal from her. They were queuing it up in the box to take this one.
Yeah, we mentioned as we were watching, we're getting so many bodies forward into the box. We're just causing so many problems, and with us playing with the 2 10s, it's allowing both wing backs to get high as well. And I was saying we talk about upgrading the pass, and Hayley could have shot there and it probably wouldn't have had a better chance as what she did, and it was very clever from her, and Jess is always in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, we talk about, don't we, making those right decisions in the box, and Hayley Ladd, she keeps the ball alive, pushes the ball back across into the danger area, and it's just an easy tap in by Jess Fishlock. But we talked about getting those numbers forward, putting Ireland under pressure, and the way we've set up where that's happening because the wing backs are joining in. We have that overload in midfield, and that's where the set piece come from.
So this formation for you then, Hannah, it's working?
I love it. It allows us to be defensively stable, and we can attack with so many numbers forward, and like we're saying, it's just creating so many problems for them.
One player we mentioned before the match was Lily Woodham, a big move for her, out to America, and sometimes that can give a player confidence, can't it? And we are seeing that this evening. She is playing with so much confidence, and she took her goal very nicely.
Yeah, our Seattle watching this, what an absolute finish. We talk about her technical ability, but again, she's in this really advanced position. It's great hold-up play here by Elise Hughes. Good numbers in those central areas again, and what a finish that from that left wand.
Yeah, she looks pretty happy with that one, doesn't she? She has been impressive.
Yeah, she has. She's been getting up and down that wing, and like we're saying, it's just creating so many chances, whether she's delivering a ball into the box for the others or she's getting into the goal-scoring positions herself.
So Wales are 2-0 up. Things are looking good, but it could have been very different because another player who has been fantastic this evening, picking up where she left off, to be fair, Olivia Clark. She is making that goalkeeper shirt her own and putting in some fantastic performances.
Well, you talk about goalkeepers, they're a special DNA, aren't they? And what 2 incredible saves here, really brave goalkeeping. And we talked about in previous campaigns about being vulnerable in crosses. I think we've dealt with it really well, but just that little bit of vulnerability there from the set piece. But this is incredible.
How do you think she's settled into that shirt?
I think she's made it her own, like you say. She's been absolutely outstanding throughout all the campaigns that she's played in so far. And we speak about attackers being catalysts and moments, that goal-scoring moments that really spur you on. But moments like that can also do the same. And she's kept us in the game at a crucial point there. And yet another great save.
What we're seeing at the moment, some of these youngsters, they've had to be so patient. They are really coming into their own now, because we always speak about some of the senior members, your Sophie Ingle, your Jess Fishlock, but now we are seeing the fruits of their labour. Maybe these youngsters, they've had to be patient, wait for an opportunity, but it's paying off for Wales now.
Yeah, and I think sometimes timing is key. Elise Hughes, I feel like she's been around such a long time, hasn't she? And lots of players like Fionn Morgan, they've been around this team such a long time, but now we're slowly starting to see the benefits of that, the experiences that they've had, and now they're really fighting for those starting positions, and it's the depth that this team needs.
Do you see a change in camp? Do you see maybe a bit of confidence amongst these younger players because they've been around for a long time and they've seen how things work, and as I said, they've had to be patient? Is there a bit of a swagger now possibly with some of them?
Yeah, I think for sure, and I think you need that. It's great to have, and every single player in that squad can step on that pitch at any time and make an impact, and we might not have had that in the past, but now we do have that, and every player, I believe, is confident in their own ability to do that and confident in each other. And yeah, you need that on the pitch, and I think it's showing.
I know you would love to be out there right now, but I want to ask you about your injury, your ACL. Of course, it's your second ACL injury. What a headache. How are you doing? First of all, not physically, but just with rehab and well, I guess mentally, you know, it's a lot to take on, isn't it? How are you doing right now?
I mean, it's tough, I can't lie. It's really tough. And I spoke really honestly after the first one about how hard it was. And coming back was really hard. And the coming months, even when you are back, it's difficult. And you don't think you're going to have to go through it again. And unfortunately, I do. And sometimes that just happens and it's bad luck. I've got real good support around me. And I can't thank everybody enough for that. And it's still a long road ahead. And I don't know what will happen in the future. Nobody really does. But for now, I'm just taking each day as it comes. And unfortunately or fortunately, that's all I can do. But yeah, I'm in a good place physically. It's going really well. And hopefully I'll be back on the pitch running soon.
Hopefully indeed. But in the meantime, it's lovely to have your company here in studio. Right then, I think we're going to head to Dublin because we can hear from the new manager, Rhian Wilkinson, who's been talking to Heleth.
Rhian, lovely to have your company and congratulations on the appointment. Talk to us, how did it come about?
Yeah, thank you. It's been a long process, but also very fast at the end. So obviously interviews, 3-4 stages, and then all of a sudden I had an opportunity to be here for this game, and I really wanted to see the team live, so I'm really pleased to be here.
Yeah, and what are your first impressions of the squad? I mean, they're putting on a performance for you tonight.
Yeah, I mean, 2 goals. Seattle, I think, is happy, the 2 Seattle players scoring, but yeah, all-round team performance. You can see that they're a team that's brimming with talent, and can't wait to get them to a major tournament because they're obviously right there.
And have you always kept an eye on Wales, considering your Welsh roots, or?
Absolutely. It's been my second team and now first, obviously as a Canadian, but this is the land of my fathers, as they say. So I've always been following Wales. So proud to be here.
And as a player and as a coach, you've experienced great success, but you left Portland under difficult circumstances. So do you see this as a fresh start or a new chapter?
In a way, I think, US soccer, but, football in general across the world has had challenging times, and Portland was the same. A lot of trauma there. So obviously a difficult end to that coaching appointment, but really looking forward to getting going again here, getting out with this phenomenal team and hopefully getting them to the Euros.
Yeah, because getting to a major tournament is what's next on the list for this Wales women's team. How do you make sure that happens?
Well, this team has not only incredible talent coming through, but a leadership group and veteran players that this is their dream, their ambition, and they've been shaping and changing the game in Wales. And to put them in the position to do that for the country is a very special moment. And so I hope to be able to steward them there. But this is their rocket, and I'll just be helping support them through it. They're right on the edge.
Rhian, thanks for your time. We'll see you very soon in that dugout, but good luck.
All right, diolch.
Diolch.
We will indeed. No Welsh twang to the accent yet, but I'm sure we can sort that one out. She seemed pretty happy, didn't she? Brimming with talent, the squad, she says. Happy with what she's seeing.
That's not news to us. We know this team has great depth and talent, and she hasn't stopped smiling and clapping throughout, but it's a great opportunity for her to get to see the team. 2 great goals that she's seen as well. I think she's just raring to go.
Do you think the girls are playing not for her this evening, but they are aware that she's watching?
Yeah, you always know as a player, and that you can tell the team are so full of confidence, and having somebody new that's coming in that's watching, you're not fighting for your shirt as such, but you are proving yourself in a sense to be like, this is my chance to take my moment, and you're going to be watching me. So the girls are doing that, and it's great for us to watch.
It's like when you want to impress your teacher, isn't it, on the first day of term. It was good to hear also say, well, talking about major tournaments, that's the ambition. She wants to get there very, very soon.
Yeah, and I think that mentality is so important. She's played at the top level, that elite level. So bringing that into this team, and that's infectious. And I think that could be the difference in getting us over the line and really getting to grips with this team and building on the disappointments they've had and using her experience at the top level to just really drive them and push them forward.
Well, one player who I'm sure will have impressed her, Elise Hughes, been playing so well for Crystal Palace, and she's had to be very, very patient as well. Got her first goal for Wales in December last year, and that was a moment, well, to cherish.
Probably the proudest moment of my life. Obviously, it came in a game that the result didn't go our way, and I probably will look back at it and probably be a lot prouder when I can look back at the main moments of my career. No one can ever take away from me that I've now scored a goal for Wales, and hopefully now I can just keep doing that. I still class myself as a young player, and I don't know how long I'm going to be able to get away with that for, because I like to think that now I'll take responsibility for things and I'll take more pressure on my shoulders, and that's exactly what I'm here to do, and as the whole squad are here to do. And I feel like nowhere near as experienced as some of the players that are also in the changing room, but I try and do the best as I can for as long as I can. It's probably been my favourite season to date in terms of the way I'm playing, and it's now been matched with the goals I'm scoring. I've been shown a lot of faith by the team and the staff and the players that I work with, which is a really, really nice feeling. But I feel like now I really believe in what I'm doing, and confidence is a funny thing, because once you've got it, you can kind of run with it. I believe in myself a lot more to do what I think I can do, and that's score goals. I want to score as many goals as I can for both my club and for my country. That would mean the most to me, and I want to be a player that's relied on, and I'll take that responsibility. It's been no secret that this team has wanted to qualify for a major tournament for a long, long time. So winning in a way that would send us to a major tournament, I don't think we'll be topped. If it happens next year and I'm only 23 years old, then that could be the pinnacle of my career at 23. I don't think anything's going to top that. There's nothing more than the girls deserve, and I feel like if we put performances in and we get the results to match, then there's nothing stopping them either.
Yeah, sometimes you forget she's only 22 because she has been around for so long. It hasn't always been easy for her. She's had to be patient, but she's really finding her form this season with Crystal Palace. You played with her when she was just 16 years old at Everton. You must have seen her develop over the last few years.
Oh, for sure. I'm so happy for her that she's getting the recognition that she deserves. She's doing absolutely outstanding for club, and the way that she's playing tonight is just proving that. And yeah, she's grown so much as a player, but as a person, she is one of the nicest people ever. And I was just saying, she makes everybody cup of teas on camp, and I'm missing it, but yeah, in terms of performance, she's an unbelievable player, and I'm so happy for her.
Well done her for making cups of tea. It takes you very far. What kind of forward is she? And this evening, she's been, you know, very obvious on that pitch. She's been playing well.
I think she gives Wales a different option, because her play is all around how she holds up the ball and she brings other people into play. She's so strong. As a central defender, I would be really intimidated coming across against someone like Elise, because she's so powerful. And her movement is really intelligent. She's not blessed with pace, she's not that sort of forward, but her movement, she finds herself in these right positions. I'd like to see her be a bit more selfish this evening, and when she has an opportunity, test the goalkeeper. She's in great form at the moment. I think 18 goals in 20 in all competitions in the league. That is fantastic stats.
Not bad, is it? We'll give her that. Not bad indeed. Right then, back to this evening. Things are going very well for Wales. 2-0 up. What would you like to see in that second half from Wales?
More of the same. More goals, more creativity, attacking football. The same again defensively. I think we've been great. So, yeah, more and more.
Do you think John Gray will make a few changes, give a few opportunities?
I would say he would, because there's nothing to lose in this game, is there? We've talked about how can this team compete consistently for 90 minutes, so that's what's really important in these next 45 minutes, and it'd be great to see some new faces as well.
And Wales, just to remind you, they haven't had a win in 8 games, 6 defeats, 2 draws. This would do very nicely ahead of a new campaign. Right then, let's go back to Dublin, shall we? Let's rejoin our commentary team for the second half, Nia and Mark.
Yes, that last victory, April last year, against Northern Ireland at the Cardiff City Stadium. They haven't beaten the Republic since June 2012, when Helen Ward scored the only goal. Jess Fishlock, Sophie Ingle and Ang Harrod-James all played, as did Nia Jones alongside me.
Did I?
That's what the record book says.
I'll take it, I'll take it.
As we are going to see some changes at the start of this second half for Ireland, which is perhaps no surprise, consider they find themselves 2-0 down. Louise Quinn, the number 4. I think that's Emily Murphy as well. It is indeed the number 10 who are going to be entering proceedings here for Ireland.
do believe that might be her very first cap, so really proud moment for her.
And that's Kyra Carusa as well. And Ireland are the team with work to do. They may be losing, but those faces still happy and smiling. The message from John Gray, you'd imagine, Nia, is more of the same, please.
Yeah, absolutely. But you've got to expect a reaction from this Irish side, who certainly won't be happy to be 2-0 down at home here. 3 changes at half-time. Interesting to see if they're tactical, or actually if maybe the away trip to Italy on Friday night is hampering some of them. But I'm not sure if Katie McCabe here on that left-hand side is going to adopt a slightly higher position. I think she is.
Well, the Republic of Ireland have it all to do. Wales, 2 goals to the good. And what was an excellent first half in South Dublin. They press high here, Wales, trying to pinch the ball early on. And they do that eventually. Woodham has her pocket pinched, but the throw does come their way. As we can see details there of the 3 Irish half-time changes. This is Fishlock, that's nice. Can't quite find Hughes. Out only as far as Ingle. Tries to stab it through. And Ireland want to keep that in play.
Yeah, it's a positive start again from Wales. High press from the off. Ireland started with the ball, but in 30 seconds, Wales's press, energy, backing each other up as well. They go in numbers, they're not just going in isolation. You see again there, Fishlock hot on the heels of Hughes. She's the trigger.
Ireland have yet to get into Welsh territory at the start of this second half. Hughes will hit one from distance, bounced right in front of the goalkeeper. Brosnan watched it all the way.
Yeah, it was a fair distance out, wasn't it, from Hughes? But Wales again, first to every loose ball. Been excellent at those second balls here this evening, and Hughes won't need too much of an invitation to shoot.
McCabe, who is indeed playing further forward in this second half, clattered by Hughes on an Irish throw. To move it quickly. It may only be a friendly, but those players you can guarantee will not want to lose. They've been on this incredible run. There's 2 balls on the pitch here. Jess Fishlock's actually got it under her arm.
I'm not sure why the referee has ignored that. It seemed to look like her body shape was facing the ball. She could see there was 2 on the pitch.
There's always something in football that can surprise you. Now this is Zhu to the byline. That was Evans with the interception, and Wales can clear.
Yeah, she read the cutback really well there, Evans. Good position at the front post. That time the outlet ball didn't quite connect with Hughes.
This is one of the substitutes, Murphy. Plays her football in the States. That's been the theme of the evening so far. And Hayley Ladd gets in the way, and it is an Irish corner.
Yeah, they'll be pleased with this. Good combination play out on the right-hand side. Good overlap as well. And that's where they've looked most dangerous when they have Ireland, is from wide areas.
Well, they will want to score early in this second half. Eileen Gleeson would have had some choice words you would imagine. McCabe just waiting to take this free kick. Some heavy strapping there on the thigh. There's all sorts of pushing and shoving inside that penalty area. High, and that's a really good head in there by Evans in a crowded penalty area.
It's a really teasing ball, isn't it? In swinging with that left foot again from McCabe. She does so well to get something on it, does Gemma Evans.
But in the opening 5 minutes, Ireland attempting to come out firing. Concentration needed from John Gray's side. Down the throat, the goalkeeper again, and it's Clark with a timely touch with the hand. You can see what their tactics are from these set plays. First Evans, and then on that occasion, Olivia Clark.
Yeah, and it's so crowded in there, it's really difficult to get any sort of run-up to make a good clearance, so done well so far, Wales.
Ireland still searching, and that's into the penalty area. And Ireland are saying they should have had a penalty. Murphy claiming she was held. The ball is safely in the grasp of the Wales keeper, Clark.
Yeah, teasing ball again from McCabe. You can see why she's appealing. Murphy, the substitute, there is a left arm across her. I don't think there's too much in that from Roberts. You're allowed, it's a contact sport, you're allowed to shepherd runs. I don't think it's enough to bring her to the ground. That might be, though, from Rowe.
But Ireland asking more questions, certainly after half-time. She has yet to lose in charge of the national team. I wonder whether, when and whether we will see any Wales changes. There are some uncapped players on the bench. We'll be waiting for their big moment. But the experienced group still on at this point. There's still a job to do. They will want to win after such a difficult sequence of results. A loose control by Hughes. And that's also loose by Ireland.
Already the closing down is much, much better from Ireland in the second half. Saw it first with Hughes there and then Fishlock. In the first half they had acres of time to bring it down, turn, pick a pass out. Wales, much of the same there from them. Strength in numbers, dispossessing anybody in that Irish midfield so far.
Angharad James for Wales. Ingle. Woodham shrugs past 1 and 2. And then is caught in possession. Ireland definitely upping the tempo. Zhu. And Roberts has got to get there before Murphy, and does. It's back to Clark with authority there, that back pass. And it's an outrageous little bit of skill from Jess Fishlock to drop the shoulder. And there's space out here on that far side. Woodham asking a lot of Rowe, and clatter into each other.
Yeah, they've done really well in their 1v1 battle so far, Wales. I think, though, the key difference is when Ireland have looked threatening and they have looked to put a positive through ball through, just not quite clinical enough. And I think that was the difference that Wales experienced in that Nations League campaign. They were punished every single time for any tiny error by Denmark, by Germany, by Iceland, and that is really the difference at this level.
That is what awaits Ireland in next Tuesday's draw. Roberts with a really good cross, just flicked away before Hughes could get there. Ireland going into League A, Wales into League B. It does mean that whatever happens for the Republic, they will have, at the very least, a playoff place. The best Wales can achieve is a playoff place. They'll need to finish in the top 3 of their group of 4. As I've already mentioned, those qualifiers start in just over 5 weeks' time. No settling into the job for Rhian Wilkinson. And Angharad James slides in and intercepts. The ball pops up to her nicely. Lad into Hughes, who holds it up. Fishlock is crowded out by the green shirts. Wales appear to have weathered that mini storm at the start of the second half. Ireland came out firing. I need the big boot here from Quinn. And Ireland get the throw. Roberts with the touch. Nice turn. Emily Murphy. Swung out to the opposite side, but Woodham is there before Heather Payne. And Ireland continue to search for a goal. Wales desperately trying to keep them out. That's Angharad James, but that ball's nowhere near Elise Hughes. Will come straight back. Lad across. They've got out of that conundrum quite well before then giving it away. Needs the big boot down to the Irish keeper Brosnan. Wales have done their work in the first half. The game is Ireland's to chase. Rachel Rowe must be offside. It was a very late whistle.
It's either offside or really, really quick. Yeah, I think so. But fascinating little period of play there. Both teams really trying to get the ball down and play. It looks like, as I say, if this is a tactic that Wales are going to adopt going forward, hopefully they do, because firstly, it's one, having the idea to do it and the coaching ability to teach it, but you've got to have the players with the technical ability to do it, to receive the ball under pressure, to pick the right pass, and they're being closed down around their own goal, and Wales absolutely do.
That was incredibly late by Angharad James on Zhu. But mission accomplished, because it stops the Irish attack. First yellow card of the game for Angharad James, part of the trio of Welsh internationals now at Seattle Reign. She knew exactly what she was doing there. No way through so far for the Republic. Katie McCabe, you may see the middle of your screen there, taking off the strapping. That's Megan Connolly of Bristol City who will take this free kick for the hosts. Floated in high into that penalty area. Wales are underneath it, not once but twice. They'll not be able to counter here on the back of that poor pass. Rachel Rowe scuttling away.
Just so quick out the blocks, aren't they, Wales? As soon as they win it back, they're adopting this really high and wide shape. It's so difficult for Ireland to combat. Look at the wing back, so wide, which if they step out and close them down and try and cheat a little bit there, it'll just open up that midfield trio, as you've said. So excellent energy from Wales. Let's hope they can keep it up. It's a sloppy pass from Green, unfortunately.
Well, Wales are not used to being in this position, unfortunately, being ahead. I mentioned it's been 10 months since they last won a game. They've played some very good sides in that time. As Clark made one fantastic save in the first half, is able to clear out. But Ireland pick it up, and they will keep coming. Wales' energy levels need to be kept up. haven't found a way through yet.
Yeah, and it will be interesting, as you say, Mark, how they utilise their bench here, Wales, tonight. I'm sure they'll want to give a couple of players opportunity of the exposure, but also they want to win on the board, as you've said, for confidence.
McCabe's cross is a dangerous one. It sails, thankfully for Wales, beyond both defenders and attackers. You don't need to be a body language genius to work out that she's not happy.
She looks like she wishes she was in the rain in Albania again, Mark. I'm not sure.
A perfect night for football in Tallaght. A mild February evening. A still evening, a dry evening, and so far, after an hour, a perfect evening near for John Gray and Wales. James with the interception again, gets it back from Fishlock. Haven't quite been able to find the right pass through to Fishlock, to Hughes, sorry, at times.
No, you're right, and they actually did that so well in the first half, but I do think Louise Quinn at the back for Ireland, the number 4 there, hugely experienced player domestically for Birmingham, but formerly of Arsenal, over 100 caps. She is adding plenty of voice and plenty of leadership to that back line, and there's a little bit less space in there for Hughes now.
Well, you can see at the top of your screen there are 3 Wales changes coming. They wanted to make them then. Ireland took the throw quickly, and they'll attack with Murphy here into the penalty area. Goes safely into the arms of Olivia Clark. But there are 3 Welsh players waiting to come on.
It's good cover again, you know, from Josie Green. She's been around the squad for a number of years, but much like Elise Hughes, hasn't had too many opportunities actually on the pitch. But she's been strong for Wales in the heart of that defence tonight.
Won't quite reach Rowe from Ingle. Hughes powerfully wins it back. Roberts in a bit of space. Fishlock is forward. This is Hughes. Elise Hughes straight at the goalkeeper. Half a chance.
Yeah, it is half a chance, but that's all Elise Hughes needs when she's in this form. It's actually an excellent run from Rachel Rowe on the outside to just take a defender away. Doesn't even look up, does she, Hughes?
And still those 3 wait. The ball hasn't gone dead now, it has with the offside flag. And here they come. Lily Woodham is coming off. Ella Powell. It's Charlie Escort. I thought that would be the change for Rhiannon Roberts. She played ever so well against Germany in Swansea in December. And Kerry Holland coming on for Angharad James. Well, 3 not bad substitutes there.
Not bad at all. So 2 changes in the full-back positions. Ella Powell of Bristol City, as you said, and Escort, who is one of the fittest players I've ever played with. Got one heck of an engine on her, so she'll do just fine getting up and down that wing. And Kerry Holland, a favourite of Gemma Granger's, will be keen to come on and make an impression ahead of the new manager as well.
There's Fishlock. First touch for Holland. Finds Powell. And that ricochets out towards the corner flag. Clearly a planned move by John Gray on the hour. Bounces off the feet of Elise Hughes, and she's hobbling there, wincing. A stray boot left in somewhere. Elise Hughes may need a bit of treatment here.
I think she's saying she's fine, because she knows if she receives treatment on the pitch from the medical team, then she'll have to go off briefly. Hopefully it's one that she can run off, because she's looks like she's enjoying herself tonight.
She'd love to add to her goals tally, having broken her duck in the Nations League. Wales 2-0 to the good.
I think Payne on the ball at the minute has been working tirelessly for Ireland. Credit to her when they've had the ball on attack, but also doing this stuff on defence as well.
Wales do hunt in packs when they get the chance. Ingle wins it. Holland, in the desperation to keep it in, actually gives the ball back to Ireland and to Murphy, who swapped sides, popping up on the right. Next goal will be very interesting if there is one. McCabe trying to get it, cuts in, only finds a big booming Wales clearance. Still Ireland push. Stapleton, Littlejohn with a shot, comfortable for Olivia Clark.
Yeah, sloppy in the middle of the pitch from both teams, high turnover rate. Neither team could really get it down and really build anything. Littlejohn in the end reduced to shot from distance, got good shape on it, but nowhere near the power direction to beat Clark.
Josie Green up to halfway. Asking a lot of Rachel Rowe, but we know she won't give up on a lost cause. And she's won something out of nothing. That's outstanding play. And then having done all the hard work, Josie Green takes her eye off the ball.
Yeah, there's a shame there, but as you say, just the freedom that Josie Green felt to step out with that ball from centre-back, find a searching pass through the channel. Rachel Rowe coming out of her usual position to chase it. That's what the fans want to see.
Evans out for the Irish throw. It drops nicely for Fishlock. Ingle, Rowe, asking again a little bit too much of Elise Hughes. She has many qualities. Pace in behind perhaps is not her strongest suit.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right there. She's much more comfortable when she can feel her player. I'm not saying she isn't fast. She's a terrifically powerful athlete, and she's a threat when she is in behind. But yeah, in the first half, they were finding her feet a lot, which was definitely playing to her strengths.
She's certainly had another good evening's work so far in front of the new manager watching in the stands. And Wales are having a very good evening collectively. Escort is caught in possession. Ireland will need no second invitation to spring forward, but full credit to her. Retrieves her error.
Oh, she did so well to get back in there, didn't she? Gets her body positioning bang on here, Escort. Cops one to the face as well. And draws a foul for a team. Great recovery, having lost the ball.
And time is ticking away for the Republic of Ireland. They haven't been beaten in a very long time. 8 matches. They've got to go back to the World Cup for their last defeat when they were dumped out in the group stages. And it was their very first ever major tournament. There's an offside flag against Carusa. She doesn't know it yet, now she does.
I think what's extra impressive is that this is Wales' first game since December, like we said. And Ireland enjoyed an away trip to Italy on Friday night. Got themselves a very commendable draw out there, 0-0, but it often makes a difference when you've got a couple of games within a camp, because plenty of time for analysis. You've had 90 minutes with each other on the pitch. This is Wales' first go, so I was expecting Ireland, to come out a little bit stronger tonight, having come off the back of that away game.
And for Wales, this is just 48 days since the resignation of Gemma Granger, which very few saw coming. That had to get something in the way. Didn't quite go in the direction she wanted it to.
And I think it's credit to the work that Granger did here in Wales when she was in post. I think to be approached by a nation like Norway, who are unfortunately still acres ahead of where Wales are in terms of their history and programme of the women's game. It's fantastic for her on a personal level.
And Norway have incidentally secured their place in the top division, having won the second leg of their playoff already today, 5-0 against Croatia, 8-0 on aggregate, so there'll be no reunion with their old manager for Wales in that qualifying draw 1 week from tonight, as we go into the final 20 here in Tallaght, with Wales 2-0 up, and the Irish captain Katie McCabe down injured there in the Wales half of the field.
Yeah, that'll be a concern for any Arsenal fans watching at home. She plays an awful lot of football for club and country. He said there was some heavy strapping on a quad. Saw Sophie Ingle, who's in a battle with Arsenal with her own club Chelsea at the top of the Super League. Won't be too sad to see that, but Carrie Jones comes onto the field. She again will be really keen to make a good impression in front of Wilkinson. Huge bright spark for Wales in the last campaign.
There's Irish changes in the offing as well. That's Izzy Atkinson. Carrie Jones is on in place of Rachel Rowe. And I think Katie McCabe is not going to be able to continue. The captain departs.
Well, that's a huge blow for Ireland on an already seemingly miserable night at home. Already without another one of their celebrity players, if you like. Denise O'Sullivan of the North Carolina Courage, absent from tonight's squad. Katie McCabe really is the poster girl of Irish football.
Well, the headlines at the moment belong to Wales and their own poster girl, Jess Fishlock, who started the scoring. But here's a chance for Ireland to get themselves right back in it, and what a tackle that is from Josie Green. She had no right to get there before Carusa, but get there before Carusa she did.
Outstanding again, and this is the third time she's done it tonight. Last covering defender needs to get it right, because otherwise you're conceding a goal or you're conceding a penalty. That's as good as a goal from Josie Green.
Just a lesson that even with the time ticking away, this one is far from done. Megan Connolly carefully places the ball for the Republic. Carrie Jones is able to just flick it away on the edge of the penalty area. The goal here would set us up for a grandstand finish. Murphy cuts in, but into traffic. Kerry Holland wins that. And Escort finds Powell. And Fishlock's not going to catch that one. She's out of season, of course, for the now Seattle Reign. The ball's in the right half of the field as far as Wales and John Gray and the watching Rhian Wilkinson are concerned. Green charges in. Carusa holds it up. Atkinson scuttles in too. Timely interception though once more by Green. Tiptoe stuff from Ingle. And Wales keeping possession. Looking for Hughes over the top. And a near presence forced the header out by Louise Quinn, who's now got the captain's armband on after the departure of McCabe. And that is what Elise Hughes is good at, holding the ball up, backs to the wall stuff, keeping Wales in possession. There's one back by Escort, who has it once more from Holland. Late boot off the ball there on Josie Green. You can see a hobbling at the bottom of your screen. Fishlock can't find Ingle. No one's really got hold of it. And the referee gives the hosts a free kick, which they want to take quickly. The chase for Carusa. Evans has to get that right and hasn't. It'll be a free kick. And she might do well to avoid a yellow card here.
I think you're right, yeah. She does really well, Carusa, to just slow herself down and then go to take off again. Great skill. And Gemma Evans has no choice, really. Doesn't quite make contact with the ball.
Well, this is a chance for the women in green.
I'm not sure if you wanted to know, but she plays her football in America, just to let you know.
There's still 13 minutes to get those references in, Nia Jones.
I honestly blame Taylor Swift.
Connolly to take the free kick. You feel Ireland have to score soon if this one is going to remain a contest to the last. Every Wales player back defending. Into the box. Scissor kick, it comes out to Murphy. The shot is wide. They've still not got it away, Wales. Hayley Ladd underneath it and does. The wayward shot by Murphy almost resulted in a wonderful pass.
Yeah, I can see why they're excited about the debutant and the substitute Murphy. He's had some really bright little spells since coming on at half-time.
Ireland have not lost at home since October 2021. Wales still lead 2-0. Powell is beaten to the challenge. It's a dangerous one, but Evans is able to get it away.
Yeah, it's a poor cross in the end, doesn't beat the first defender. Gladly, from a Wales perspective, that was the forehead of Gemma Evans, but still plenty to do here for Wales.
Nutmeg there. And Ireland still coming, colliding with each other, getting nowhere near the ball. Safe hands, Olivia Clark.
Yeah, and that was excellent as well, because on that occasion they didn't have a defender in that near post area. That's one Kerry Holland won't want to see back in a hurry, but Clark does well to claim and relieve pressure on her team.
Even if they didn't get in each other's way, I don't think there was a Republic player getting on the end of that one. And they're still gingerly getting up to the feet. Atkinson and Littlejohn. It has not been Ireland's night so far. Psychologically for Wales, this may only be a friendly, but if they can win with a clean sheet, what would this do for this group, Mia?
I think it's massive because, like we said, these are the types of teams that they're hopefully probably going to be facing when that draw comes out next week, the more similar to them.
Here's Holland, it might get even better. Kerry Holland cuts in, straight at the goalkeeper. That would surely have finished the hosts off, and then Elise Hughes charges into the goalkeeper, pleads her innocence. It's the clearest yellow card you could wish to see.
Yeah, she's pleading her innocence, Hughes, but she's trying to just jog back into position, but Cannon knows that Brosnan is trying to go for the big boot, catch him on the break here, but it's terrific cut inside and a powerful shot, as always, from Kerry Holland. Here it is. She can see exactly what's going on, Elise Hughes. But you know what? She's one of the youngest in this Welsh side and trying to stamp her authority, own that number 9 role, if you like, and I won't have lost her many friends in this Welsh side, I'm sure.
She's 4 days too late. The rugby was at the Aviva on Saturday.
We could have done with her in a Welsh shirt, actually.
Well, so far it's a better evening between these two Celtic nations than it was in the Six Nations. As treatment continues for Courtney Brosnan in goal. More changes coming for Wales, and that's Lois Joel, first cap for the London City player, the captain of London City, I should add. Really special moment for her. And I think I saw Kayleigh Barton as well. It's Jess Fishlock who comes off, Elise Hughes who comes off. Lois Joel wins her first cap.
That's a really special moment for her, and as you say, says a lot about her as a character. 24 years of age, to captain the London City Lionesses. A couple of her opponents tonight on the pitch, Little John, Maloney on the bench, who are much older, much more experienced than her, so for her to have the armband there says a lot. And Barton fans will know probably more formerly Kayleigh Green.
Yeah, now playing under her married name for the first time, Kayleigh Barton, 77th cap tonight for the Charlton striker. And we are back underway. 8 minutes remaining. And Wales still have this 2-0 cushion. All the work done in the first half. Both their goal scorers have now departed. You can see John Gray on the sideline clapping his hands together. No one will be more proud than him if they can hang on to this victory.
Absolutely, and he'll maybe be trying to impress Wilkinson in the stands as well.
Well, who knows what her backroom staff is going to look like by the time that first game rolls around in 5.5 weeks. Ireland free kick. Looking for an opening, Wales closing up all the gaps. They head the ball away. Their defence have headed pretty much everything that Ireland have thrown at them away. Atkinson does wriggle past a few challenges. You can get past 2 or 3. There's always someone else waiting in the wings. They've defended in numbers, hunted in packs. Ireland continue to probe and continue to come up against a brick wall. As Barton chases, and this is Carrie Jones to finish it all off, and it's dragged it wide. She was caught in 2 minds, a pass or a shot. In the end, it was neither.
Yeah, you're right. I think she is probably trying to pick out her teammate Barton. Quinn with the mistake, doesn't connect with it at all. Oh, I'd love her to have a shot on goal there, Carrie Jones. Little apology.
Got to remember, Carrie Jones is still only 20, even though she's been on the international scene for 5 years. You almost feel like she's one of the more experienced players, which is absurd, really.
Yeah, and it's the way she speaks in interviews and things as well. She's very, very level-headed. Tremendous experience in the age groups with Wales, like many of these players as part of the camp this week. But enjoying regular football at Bristol City now, which is really, really positive for her game.
Well, they're nearly 5 minutes away from the first win in what will feel like a long time. Barton with the fresh legs loses out in that tangle with Quinn.
Yeah, excellent tackle from Quinn. She really has made a difference since she's come on. They lost the really experienced Niamh Fahey in the warm-up as well. Over 100 caps there too. They are without some of their star players tonight, Ireland, it's worth saying.
But Wales want more. And if that pass had been just a little slower to Carrie Jones on this near side, they might have been able to get more. Atkinson. Time really is running out here from an Irish point of view.
Yeah, it is, and it's actually been managed really well in the second half as well from Wales. Not quite as much space in behind. They've tightened up in midfield as well, but they're in control. They have the 2-goal cushion. They've managed it well. They haven't got deeper and deeper. They've still pressed high when they can, won the ball back in good areas.
There's not many times, as that one goes out harmlessly, that Wales have been carved open. But what an impact for that man, John Gray, all those years at Swansea. About a year now with the FA debut, thrust unexpectedly. I say that because as he settled down for his Christmas dinner, I wouldn't have thought he would have imagined he'd be front and centre just a couple of months later. Ireland still searching, and yet again they get to the edge of the box and Wales get in their way. Stapleton. The final ball really has let Ireland down. No way through that wall of Welsh defenders.
It's really tidy from Wales, isn't it? A few occasions now on the ball back in their 1v1 battles, and there's no panic, is there? Even from the young players who've come on. It's not just a boot away and a hope. It's actually they're really trying to play. I do think, yeah, huge credit to John Gray. It's a difficult role he's being asked to play, just to take the girls for one camp with a management team he's never worked with. It's difficult to implement anything really, but you still want to have a good impact, and this group look energised, they look together, they look connected. Let's hope he can enjoy the last 5 minutes or so as well.
Wales closing in on victory. Another Irish change. Lily Agg of Birmingham coming on.
There's a small Welsh link there. She actually played a couple of matches for Cardiff Met University when they went away to the Champions League in 2016, I believe.
You are spot on.
See, it's not all American references, promise.
Clark clears. Ireland sensing that the jig is up here. Holland leads a late charge for Wales. Ingle will get it out to Powell on the far side. High swinging cross is cleared by Ireland. Joel is flattened and the ball goes Wales's way. Final minute of normal time.
There's been plenty of spice in some of the duels tonight as well. That's what's made it such an entertaining friendly to watch as well.
Carrie Jones not able to keep that one in. That was sloppy, but the ball's in the right end of the field. And all eyes on the fourth official for the added time. Good defending from Wales. Carrie Jones just lets the ball go through her legs there. Five. Is there going to be a grandstand finish? Or will Wales keep a rare away clean sheet?
Yeah, I actually think Wales will be more excited by the amount of minutes on that board than Ireland at the minute.
It would be back-to-back clean sheets if they could manage it, having drawn 0-0 with Germany in Swansea, albeit the hopes of staying up in League A had long gone. We're almost in consolation territory here for Ireland. And there's Ella Powell out for a throw.
Again, Payne really trying to drive her side forwards. A good switch of play there, but she has been full of running, trying to do her best. Doesn't really deserve to be on the losing side tonight.
It's given away by Joel. And then she's won it back, and Ireland will have a corner. This might just be a reality check for the Republic. Such has been their meteoric rise after the World Cup under that lady, Eileen Gleeson.
Yeah, and this will be a good test as well. Wales historically have looked a bit susceptible in the final minute, so let's hope they've done their homework on the set pieces.
It's going to be another aerial bombardment, and there's the header onto the roof of the net. Wales survive. It was Hayes with the header. She was unmarked as well.
Yeah, I think she wriggles free of Powell, I think it is. Bit of a difference in the height there as well. Doesn't quite get above it, does she? Lucky for Wales.
A defender who knows where the back of the net is. 10 goals this season for Celtic, for Caitlin Hayes. Less than 3 minutes left before the serious stuff starts in 5.5 weeks. Clark will be in no hurry to take this one. And almost anywhere will do, as long as it's in the Irish half of the field. They don't get the throw. There may only be mere minutes left, but John Gray wasn't happy with that one. But they're nearly there. It's been a really good night's work, and she will be delighted with what she's seen.
Well, it felt exciting anyway, didn't it, with the news yesterday of Wilkinson's appointment. Her credentials, her CV as a player and coach speaks for itself, but this just made us even more excited. I think the performance, the energy. They look like they know their roles inside out, attack and defence, and to be managing this game now away from home, hopefully a clean sheet to go with 2 excellent goals. Really positive place to be right now.
Ireland have simply had no answer. As that one breaks for Powell, there's a chance to just sort of run the clock down. Barton will chase that one into the corner and force Quinn to play the ball. Force her almost to give it back to Wales. Swipe by Joel. Ireland come up with it. But even if they were to score now, it's surely too late to deny Wales a first victory over the Republic of Ireland in nearly 12 years. One last attack. Atkinson. Escort does enough for Wales. And that look says it all, really, doesn't it?
I do think that even those little bits there that will never ever make the headlines, but it does just relieve the pressure again and fully wind up the opponents with nothing to build on. And there's the final whistle. Look at the body language of the Irish and the smiles on the Welsh faces. Excellent, excellent night for everyone associated with Wales.
A first win in 10 months for Wales. There is life after Gemma Granger. Roll on the draw next week. Roll on the Euro qualifiers. Switzerland is hopefully calling under Rhian Wilkinson, but John Gray has set the bar high tonight. Republic of Ireland 0, Wales 2.
Oh, just look at the celebrations there. Wales' first win since they beat Northern Ireland last April. And one of those who scored in that game is sitting next door to me, Hannah Kane. You were just looking at those pictures saying, wow, look how happy they are. It shows you what it means for those people involved, the players and the coaching team this evening.
Yeah, I almost forgot we were live again there. But yeah, I mean, just seeing the girls' reactions to John Grayo there, like it's great. And what a great time to get a result like that.
Yeah, an all-round performance in attack and defence. Players like Josie Green as well, standing firm.
Yeah, I think that's what's impressed me the most by this performance. We've got a clean sheet. We know we were vulnerable in League A defensively, and it looks like a lot of work has gone on in this camp to put that correct. And we talked about learning from the mistakes against top opposition. And I never felt like Ireland were ever going to get in behind us. So much more compact and organised. And Josie Green, what an addition to that back three. She allows Ladd and Evans to step in and win the ball. Standout player for me this evening.
And Ireland have been winning games, but they have been winning games in League B of the Nations League. Are we seeing the benefit of playing in League A against top-tier opposition now?
Yeah, definitely. I think you have to take those learnings, those lessons from playing against that top opposition. We've scored 2 goals tonight as well. And Ireland is a team who's just been promoted to League A. They topped League B. So these are the sort of teams that we're going to come up against in the qualifiers. And that should help the team, their mindset. And this win was massive for them going into these qualifiers. Psychologically, this is what they needed, that boost.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Hannah, psychologically for Wales, what will that win mean before those Euro qualifiers start in 5.5 weeks?
It's massive. The clean sheet as well. And I was just saying that the scoreline's great, but the performance tonight was outstanding. We were great going forward. We were amazing defensively, and confidence-wise going into this qualifiers, it's exactly what we needed. And
this does feel, I know, Katie, we have been here before and we've said it time and time again, but this time it has been building and it feels like a crucial campaign. A new era, a new manager, there is confidence there, and for some players, a possible last opportunity.
Could this be the time, Kat? I definitely feel there's been a change in energy. Maybe that's because the new manager is in the stand, but really exciting times ahead.
And the draw will be next week. Will you be watching, Hannah? Will the girls be watching as well?
Everyone will be watching. Don't worry about that. We'll be super excited to see who we've got in 5.5 weeks to what's going to be a great campaign for us.
Oh, well, look, girls, it's been lovely to have your company this evening. And it's been lovely to watch you win because, Katie, it's been a long time, hasn't it, for us here in studio?
It's been tough.
It's been a long, long wait. Thank you very much, as I said, for your company. Thank you for your company as well. And as we've already mentioned, a long-needed win for Wales. It's been quite the few months, hasn't it, since we had it? And with a new manager, could this be the campaign, I wonder? Can the women make it to their first ever major tournament? We will be with you every step of the way for that campaign. It starts in April. Clear your diaries. We will see you very soon. Nostar, good night.